On June 4th, 2019, a foul smell drifted across a quiet yard in Pocahontas, Arkansas. It was the kind of smell that stops you mid-step and makes your stomach tighten before your brain catches up. Beneath a tarp covering construction equipment, flies swarmed in a frantic cloud. Underneath, wrapped in a blanket and lying face down, was the body of former Arkansas State Senator Linda Collins Smith. By the time she was found, nearly a week had passed since anyone had heard from her. Inside the house, there were signs that something violent had happened. The rear door stood open. The home, already cluttered from renovations, carried the faint traces of a clean-up, wiped surfaces, disturbed items. On the kitchen floor, a dark liquid had pooled and stained the surface. There was no sign of forced entry. Several security cameras had been removed, though their brackets remained fixed in place, silent witnesses to whatever had happened. Linda Collins Smith was 57 years old. A Pocahontas native, she had grown up in poverty on a dirt road without running water. Through grit and ambition, she built herself into a businesswoman, realtor, and eventually a state legislator. She served in the Arkansas House of Representatives before becoming a state senator in 2015, earning a reputation for her combative, unflinching style. After losing her re-election bid in 2019, she returned to Pocahontas from Little Rock and began exploring work as a lobbyist. She had recently travelled to Washington, D.C. for a job interview. She returned home on May 27th. The next day, she vanished. Her sudden silence was unlike her. She missed appointments. She failed to return calls. Text messages went unanswered. Nearly a week later, her son and father arrived at her home to check on her. What they discovered under that tarp would ignite an investigation that quickly turned darker than anyone expected. Autopsy results confirmed what was already obvious at the scene. Linda had been stabbed to death inside her home. Her body had then been dragged outside and concealed. Given her political past, speculation came easily. Was it revenge? A political enemy? Something tied to her time in office?
I know it's hard.
She was my best friend. I started out working for her as her personal assistant. I went out there and she told me all about the night before because the man out there, Rendell, spent the night with her. When I left, she was mad at me.
Why was she mad at you?
As I was butting in her personal life. That's why I didn't think anything about her not talking to me this week, because she's done that before.
Did Linda have enemies? I mean, she's a senator. I mean, surely she ticked some people off.
Oh, I'm sure she ticked people off every day. She ticked me off.
But investigators began closer to home. Her divorce from her husband of 23 years, Phil Smith, had been bitter. The separation was tangled in shared businesses and significant money. During the fallout, accusations surfaced that damaged his judicial career. Restraining orders were filed. Friends later described Linda as fearful of him. He denied ever harming her, insisting that while the divorce was contentious, it had never been violent. Yet the physical evidence pointed elsewhere. Though the cameras had been removed, the footage was not lost. The recordings were stored remotely. Investigators recovered the data and began reviewing hours of video from May 28th, the day they believe Linda was killed. That morning, her close friend and former personal assistant Rebecca O'Donnell had been at the house. She'd picked Linda up from the airport the day before and returned the following day for lunch. According to her initial statements, she left later that afternoon. Hours after she departed, the cameras captured something chilling. Screams from inside the house. Soon after, a figure draped in a sheet, an attempt at disguise, entered the home. The image was surreal, almost absurd. A ghostly silhouette moving with purpose. The footage continued. Later, Rebecca O'Donnell appeared again, this time clearly visible, holding a knife and wearing what appeared to be blood on her hands. She removed the cameras. When confronted, O'Donnell claimed she had only been cutting chicken and that the video had been manipulated. She insisted the blood wasn't blood. She said the cameras were taken down because they were broken. Investigators didn't believe her. As they dug deeper, a pattern emerged. O'Donnell had managed Linda's motel, handled finances, and positioned herself as a trusted confidant. Records showed forged checks, inflated payments, thousands of dollars siphoned over time. Authorities believe Linda had begun uncovering the financial discrepancies shortly before her death. The motive sharpened into focus: money. O'Donnell was arrested while on her way to a church service for Linda.
I bet you can sit right here. I'm going to lay it all out there for you, okay? We'll hear about Linda. About the death of Linda. So, tell me what you know.
But you're right.
That's your right, though. We're gonna respect that right. But I want you to know, you realize right now, you're under the risk for the murder of Linda. You understand that?
We got you.
We got you.
We got video of you.
You didn't erase them all.
We got you.
You can quit playing stupid now. We got you. You're not free to go. You're gonna go to jail. Stand up.
While awaiting trial, her situation worsened. Fellow inmates reported that she was attempting to orchestrate multiple murder-for-hire plots from behind bars. She allegedly tried to recruit inmates to kill Phil Smith and stage it as a suicide, complete with a fabricated confession. She sought the death of a prosecutor, suggesting a car explosion that would destroy evidence. She wanted a judge eliminated. She even discussed finding someone capable of hacking law enforcement systems to erase digital records tied to her case, all while maintaining her innocence. The mounting evidence left little room to maneuver. Confronted with video footage, financial records, and witness testimony, O'Donnell eventually pleaded guilty to first-degree murder to avoid the death penalty. She admitted she had intentionally killed Linda Collins Smith and concealed her body. She also pleaded guilty to multiple counts of solicitation to commit murder. She was sentenced to 50 years in prison. In the end, the investigation revealed no political conspiracy, no shadowy rival. Instead, it exposed something more intimate and far more unsettling: betrayal from within. A trusted friend, a personal assistant, someone who had vacationed with her, worked beside her, and embedded herself in every corner of her life. The woman who helped install the security system had ultimately tried to outsmart it. Disguised under a sheet, knife in hand, caught by the very technology she attempted to erase. What began as silence in a small Arkansas town ended with a trail of digital evidence, forged signatures, and a failed web of desperate plots. Beneath the tarp was not just a body, but the unravelling of a friendship built on deception. And in the quiet aftermath, Pocahontas was left with a truth far more chilling than rumour. Sometimes the danger isn't political, dramatic, or distant. Sometimes it's sitting at your kitchen table,